From the city of Lakes, Minnesota, I'm Blake Suniga, courtside with Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready to call the action tonight.
And now, here are your starting lineups as we get ready for the tip-off just moments away.
Guys, you have to admire the way these two teams play. They're all about ball movement.
I mean, you look at the stat sheet, look at the assist numbers these teams put up. There's not too much hero ball going on. They're unselfish.
Yeah, both sides are focused on working the ball around and generating the best shot possible. It's fun to watch.
Now here is Hayes. Good. First shot, first basket.
Oh, don't let her position trick you. Hayes has no issue scoring the ball down low.
Outside Williams. Carlton, covered by Thornton. Pass to Collier. The rebound by Thornton.
She just assumed she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
Now here is Hayes. 6 to shoot. Back to Thornton. Back Benley. Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. And it's Hayes missing.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
She should save the fadeaway for when there's a defender on her.
Down low.
Pass to Martin.
Thornton. Billings, covered by Smith. Back to Thornton.
And Carlton pulls it down.
Now the Lynx with it. Outside Williams. Here's Carlton. McBride with the ball. She's guarded by Hayes. Here's Smith. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
With a naturally quick release, Smith is an effective option in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Martin.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kayla McBride. She's got a clear path. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. Three-point play opportunity. She'll be shooting her first free throw of the game.
Alana Smith, shooting one.
Find the lane. One shot.
Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, WNBA, we're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 final appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
Here's Martin.
Back to Thornton. Pass to Fagbenley. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lynx. Smith outside. Here's Carlton. Now McBride. Screen by Smith. Jacks up a 3. And it's Billings with the rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Pass to Martin.
Now here is Hayes.
And here's Martin.
And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc. The three-pointer is on target.
A solid shooter from downtown. When Thornton gets daylight, she doesn't waste it.
Smith outside.
To the middle. The rebound by Thornton. Now here is Hayes. She's guarded closely. Pass to Martin. Billings. Let's go. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. She's guarded by Williams. Clock is at 3. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. It'll be Lynx ball. The Lynx with the lead. Now Williams. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's McBride. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
A shooter who doesn't really need much space to be effective, McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Now here is Hayes. To the inside. Here's Fagenle. It's hauled in by Smith. Outside Williams. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Away team ball.
Here's Hayes. Pass to Fagbenle. Back to Hayes. Now Martin. Thornton. Billings, covered by Collier, and stolen by Collier. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Carlton. One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game. Thornton with it. Pass to Fagbenle. Now Martin. Thornton outside. Fagbenle. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the top of the key. And there it is.
Assist goes to Timmy Fagbenle.
And here's Carlton. Pass to Smith. Here's Collier. Out to the left wing. From outside, off the mark.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't sustain seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Switches up the moves to keep defenders guessing. Hayes has such an expansive offensive repertoire.
And this is her first free throw of the game. First one falls for her.
And as the WNBA continues to grow, the leadership we're seeing throughout the league has been great.
Both on the players and league sides. Some great people in charge, doing what's right for the future.
Absolutely, Brian. And the big thing, everybody's on the same page. They all want to advance the sport, advance the league, and continue to just be an elite product.
Now here's Collier. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Carlton uses the glass to finish the layup.
You got to give credit to Collier for the find. Her 6'2" height allows her to have a clean view of the court. Doesn't miss open teammates.
It's Burton. Pass to Hayes. Wide open look. That one's a miss. Her third shot of the game. She's made one of them. Fouled hard that time. get 2 shots at the line.
One thing about Nafisa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
The first one falls. She's off on the second.
Here's Martin, covered by Collier.
Out to the wing. Now Burton. Pass to Fagbenley. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot, and she sinks the layup.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Nafisa Collier for 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that mate. He is 1 for 4.
A legitimate threat from beyond the arc. Collier feels comfortable trying her luck whenever she's given the chance.
It's Burton. Pass to Hayes. And here's Burton. Fires from deep. And Carlton pulls it down. And here are the Lynx now. It's a 5-point game. Smith outside. To the paint. Here's Collier. That one off the back iron and out. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Billings. Hayes. McBride covering. It's Burton. Shoots over Williams. Burton gets the bucket. Williams with it. Pass to McBride. Smith. From past the arc. And the Lynx another 3.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Here's Martin.
Now Hayes. Over McBride. And it's good off the glass. The Lynx leading. And here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. They get it back.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
The second chance effort. It's good.
It feels like the rest of basketball has forgotten about the mid-range game. Not Williams. He still uses this part of the court.
Pass to Fagbenley. Hayes. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
And as you watch the continued development of the WNBA, it feels like length matters a lot these days.
Well, you're seeing teams putting a major emphasis on getting longer players. It really helps you on the defensive end.
Oh, yeah. With how skilled players are these days and the amount of threes teams take, length can certainly neutralize that.
And she can't get the first one. So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Lynx now, leading by 5. Pass to McBride. It's good for her second make, 2 for 3 so far.
The catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Now here is Thornton. She's got 5. And here's Zandalicini. Rupert. She's guarded by Shepard. Outside Hayes. 4 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
It's the lefty. Hayes ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
And here are the Lynx now. A 4-point game. Here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Hayes. McBride misses.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
Pass to Thornton. Zandalicini. To the left wing. Here's Van Loo. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I admire Hayes' vision. I mean, she's pretty much aware and alert of everything happening on the court.
Here's Heidemann. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Now here's Shepard. Not a lot of room. Fires it. And she misses her first shot of the game. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Lynx on top, up by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. Neither team able to jump out ahead as we begin the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
Now here's Peely. Pass to Heidemann. Miller with it. Shepard in the post. And good that time.
Using every bit of her power on that tough finish. Listen, the message is clear. Shepard is not to be messed with.
She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here.
One shot.
Here's Van Loo. Pass to Zandalicini. Thornton. Peely defending. Fades back. A shot by Thornton, no good. Now Heidemann. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shepard, the screen. Puts up the 3, and that one's good. Heidemann.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Rupert. Pass to Burton. Picked by Thornton. From the top of the key, Minnesota grabs the miss.
And Tim, when you see Alyssa Peely out there, she's just a different type of player.
Well, she's pretty much a 6'2" big, excellent rebounder, but Peely can also stretch the floor, shoot it. She's a good passer. It's just kind of a unique player.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter.
Rupert.
McBride covering.
What a play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. The travel is difficult. So having your team at close to 100% is big, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are, because it's about more than just throwing talent out there.
He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Miller. McBride outside. Back to Miller. Fires the three. Burton with the rebound. Inside.
Rupert.
And the layup falls.
Nice low post offense.
The Lynx with the lead.
And here's Heidemann.
Right outside. Just 5 to shoot. There's the three. Not happening with that shot. She's put up 5 and made 2. It's Burton. That one falls.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's McBride. Outside Miller. Back to McBride. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
With the smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
And about 3 minutes played now in this second quarter.
Pass to Van Loo.
Now Rupert.
Get outside!
Van Loo. It's Burton.
Now Thornton. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, Kayla Thornton loves these freebies, and she's able to contribute a lot for her team.
First trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
At the line for the away team, Kayla Thornton. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so she makes both. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to McBride. Kayla McBride with another miss.
Now Burton.
Now Rupert.
Nice form on the 20-footer.
You know, it's never too late to make a sweet dime, guys, even if you're halfway through your shot.
Williams with it. Pass to Smith. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Here's Van Loo.
Let's go with a three.
Shepard pulls it in.
Now here's Williams. She's tightly guarded. Pass to Heidemann. McBride up top. The three ball. It's good for her fourth bucket of the game. She's shooting 4 for 8.
Good password. The assist was right on target.
Here's Van Loo.
Three-pointer. Kept alive. Second chance shot.
Burton can't hit.
And here are the Lynx now.
They lead by 7.
And here's Heidemann.
Courtney Williams for 3. And the Lynx another 3.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it. And that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
It's Burton.
Her shot is good and scores her third basket in 6 attempts. I think that's 50%. Now the Lynx with it. Outside Williams.
Now Heidemann.
Expanding her range. Here's McBride. That's a miss, and it's her 5th. She's made 4 of them. To the left side wing.
Pass to Rupert. Now Burton.
From the arc. In the hoop for her 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Outside Williams. And here's Smith. Covered by Thornton. Tried to come right back with a 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Talbot. McBride covering. They set a pick. Launches it.
It's hauled in by Smith.
That's a look you can't pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
For 3. And McBride is good for 3.
Off the court, McBride is lighthearted. She's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything.
Here's Van Loo.
She's guarded by Williams.
Pass to Burton.
There's the triple. It falls for her 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Williams. She's got 5. McBride. The 3.
Shepard the screen.
Second shot opportunity. Hold the shot a little left, but the bounce goes her way.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
Pass to Talbot.
Now Burton. Here's Van Loo.
The 3. That one drops for her 2nd bucket. Marker 2 for 4.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Right outside.
Smith up top.
Williams.
Shepard the screen.
5 to shoot. To the inside.
Pass to Heidemann.
Shoots a 3.
Talbot pulls it in. Here's Van Loo.
Puts up a 3. That shot missing.
The Lynx leading.
And now the Lynx fast break. Buries the long-range jumper.
Running out on the break, few players as fast as Williams. Great option to finish in transition.
Well, when you talk about Courtney Williams, her versatility is what stands out the most.
Yeah, she doesn't dominate any individual statistic per se, but she does well in pretty much every category, which is what makes her such a valuable part of this team.
Now here's McBride. 13 points in this game. Smith, no good.
It's Burton. Heidemann grabs the miss.
And here are the Lynx now. They've led by as much as 10. Shepard. Pass to McBride. From deep. And the Lynx, another three.
Well, you got to give it to Shepard. She keeps her eyes up and her options open.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Van Loo.
She's guarded by Williams. Lets it go from deep.
Van Loo's shot is good.
Looks like she took that last three a little personal.
Hey, do you blame her? That was some payback right there.
And here's Heidemann.
No one near her.
Burton with the rebound.
Pass to Thornton. Talbot. McBride covering.
Now Burton.
12 points for her.
Heidemann grabs the miss.
McBride outside.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Pass to Heidemann.
Shepard the screen.
From beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
It's Burton. Here's Van Loo.
She's guarded by Williams.
Here's Talbot.
Takes the three. Can't get it to go. She's taken two and missed two.
Smith outside.
Pass to Heidemann. Outside Williams. Another three for Minnesota.
You have to run at shooters like Williams. Can't let them catch you fire. She'll eat you alive.
Here's Van Loo.
She's guarded by Williams.
It's Burton.
Good if it goes. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And that does it for the first half of play. Lynx ahead, lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Phantom half-court shot. Drum roll, please. And thinking about the shot. Oh, one more time, a round of applause.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going and what has been a runaway of a game so far. McBride with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Now here's Williams. Collier outside.
Smith.
Back to Collier. Foul call that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw
Second
line.
personal foul. First
Look at
team
the
foul.
scorer's mentality from Collier. Fantastic at finding ways to get fouls on the way up.
She's made one and missed one so far at the line. And the first one drops.
You know, some players struggle with the transition from college to pros, but not Nafisa Collier.
I mean, her rookie year was ridiculous. She led the league in minutes. She was an all-star as a rookie. Remember, Collier won a national championship in college. She was used to the spotlight. She's coming to the league as an all-star level player, and we've seen her just improve.
Both good at the line. Hayes with it. Down low. Here's Benley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Smith outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. That's a turnover.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
And here's Hayes.
Pass to Martin.
Takes the three. Rebound by the Lynx. Right side. Collier outside. No good on the three.
Tiffany Hayes on the wing.
She's guarded by Williams. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A crafty left-handed scorer. Hayes is always creating new ways to get buckets on opponents.
Now here's Williams. 13 points in this game. The screen by Collier. Right outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And stolen by Smith.
Right outside. Outside Williams. Over Hayes. And she gets it to go from the high post.
Another one for Williams. She can do so many different things with the ball. It makes her hard to guard.
Outside Hayes. To the middle. Back Benley. Can't connect from short range.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Now here is Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. Back to Hayes. 6 on the shot clock. Thornton. Hayes. She's guarded by Williams. 16 feet out. Back Benley can't hit. Now here's Collier. Defense is right there. Count it.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
Now here is Hayes. 12 points for her. Fades and shoots. Benley can't hit. Right outside.
It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Pass to Martin.
To the paint.
And stolen by Smith.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's McBride. And she gets the bucket.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now here is Hayes.
Now Martin.
Pass to Thornton. Hayes. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Tipped.
And stolen by Smith.
And the Lynx pushing it up now.
Carlton gets the bucket.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here is Hayes. 12 points for her. Pass to Benley.
Martin.
McBride covering. Clock at 4. Outside Hayes. Billings over Collier. And she gets that one to go off the front iron. Here's Williams. 15 points in the game. The kick out to McBride. Gets it to go from downtown.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Tiffany Hayes on the wing.
She's guarded by Williams.
Pass to Martin.
Shot clock at 6. She clings that one off the back iron and it falls.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Williams. Now Carlton. Covered by Thornton. Here's Carlton. Over Thornton. Carlton's shot is off.
Here's Martin.
McBride covering. Pass to Hayes.
Martin.
And here's Benley. Covered by Smith. The shot by Billings, no good. For 3. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, including a nifty 5 for 7.
Keeps her head up and looks for open teammates. That style of play will keep Collier around for a while.
Now here is Hayes. She's got 12. Here's Martin. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Here's Collier. She's got 8. That one goes. Count it.
An all-around offensive talent. What a player Collier is with the handles to put it on the deck.
Pass to Martin.
And there's a pick to the inside. Benley. And Collier pulls it down.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Here's Smith. The 3-pointer, no good.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Martin. Back to Hayes. Now here is Thornton. Launches a three. And it's Collier with the rebound. Outside Williams. Over Hayes. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Inside. Pass to Thornton.
The Assemblies do not want to send Kayla Thornton to the foul line. No wonder the opposing coaches are mad.
She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Away team, Kayla Thornton. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. And she's good on the second. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
What power from Collier, taking on all comers and figuring out exactly how to score.
She's gone 3 of 4 from the line.
Shooting 1.
Here's Burton. 12 points for her. Pass to Van Loo. Now Burton. And there's the pick. Shot clock at 5. And here's Rupert. From outside the arc, sinks the three-pointer.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Outside Miller. Down low. Collier. That's good.
Looking real comfortable attacking around the rim. If you give Collier the rock anywhere near the basket, she's not going to disappoint.
And after being the 2nd overall pick in a 2023 draft, Diamond Miller had a strong rookie season.
Yeah, she averaged over double digits and was really productive on the offensive side. Going forward, I'd say the sky is the limit for Miller.
Oh, man, she is so good at making those lead passes.
Now Heidemann. She's got 6. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
The Lynx making a switch here.
Number 44, Carly Samuelson.
It's Burton.
2 minutes.
She's got 12.
2 minutes.
Pass to Van Loo. Zandalasini. It's Burton. Clock at 6. Here's Billings. Covered by Collier. Shot by Billings. No good. To the middle. Here's Collier. That's her 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Here's Van Loo. She's got 10. Crafty move. She scores her 5th field goal, and she's taken 9 shots to get there.
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and sinker.
Now here's Collier. 15 points in the game. And can't cash in from close range.
Here's Van Loo.
Here's the three.
They get the rebound.
Shot by Billings, no good. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Nafisa Collier for three.
Yes, and it's Diamond Miller picking up that assist.
The ability to catch and shoot comes down to quick decision making. And I think Collier has a pretty good grasp of that.
And here's Burton.
12 points for her.
Pass to Van Loo.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Now Heidemann.
Collier outside. Off with the layup. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Lynx ahead, running away with this one. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change.
Now Burton.
Pass is on Delazzini. To the inside. It's stolen by McBride. Lays it up and banks it in.
She's a go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
It's Burton. Here's Van Loo.
The three is up. Good for her sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
On the wing, Kayla McBride. The tray buries it from three-point range.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Outside Miller.
Pass to McBride.
Now here's Peely.
Down low, Miller. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
It's Burton.
Inside and stolen by Kayla McBride. A one-on-one situation. Here's Miller. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Minnesota Lynx, Diamond Miller. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Game moves along, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Pass to Burton. Van Loo. To the paint. Miller with the steal. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Here's Heidemann.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot for the team.
The Lynx making a switch here.
It's Burton.
She's guarded by Williams. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Here's Van Loo.
5 to shoot. Over McBride. Miss number 7 from the field, and she's also made 7. Up top, Williams. Right outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
And the ball movement by Williams. Excellent at finding her teammates in spots where they can score.
Pass to Talbot. Down low. Great pass to set up the land.
And look how well she led her in there with that pass.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Now here's Peely.
She's covered closely. Inside. Here's McBride.
A rebound by Van Loo.
From downtown, Minnesota grabs the miss.
Shepard with it.
Pass to Williams. And she drops it in from the low post.
No fear. Williams is normally the smallest player on the floor, but she can operate down low with her toughness.
Here's Van Loo.
Rebounded by McBride.
Outside Miller.
Pass to Williams. Sinks the triple.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Here's Van Loo. And here's Burton.
Fires for 3.
Van Loo, shot is good.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's McBride. Shoots the 3. And the Lynx, another 3.
Beautifully crafted for maximum efficiency. McBride's a natural playmaker.
Pass to Zondalacini.
Here's Van Loo. Now Talbot. Burton.
Three-pointer.
And that's collected by Kayla McBride.
To the middle. Got a piece of it.
Here's Van Loo.
Pass to Zondalacini. To the inside.
Here's Burton.
Lynx foul. Jessica Shepard. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Veronica Burton. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she knocks down the first one. She hits one and misses one each at the line. Outside Miller. Pass to Shepard. To the wing, right side. Outside Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Back to Samuelson.
Launches a 3. And it's Billings with the rebound. It's Burton. Miller defending. Outside Hayes. Pass to Burton. And here's Fagbenle. For 3, Kayla Thornton drops in the tray.
Well, you have to run Thornton off her shot. You simply cannot let her get comfortable in the catch and fire.
Samuelson outside. Now here's Peely.
Outside Miller. Pass to Heidemann. Healy with it. Here's Samuelson. And the Lynx miss again.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here is Hayes. Billings. Healy defending. Here's Fagbenle. Over Shepard. Fagbenle can't hit.
She's having all sorts of problems with her shots.
Yeah, the words ice and cold come to mind with the way she's shooting the ball.
Here's Thornton. Outside Hayes. Pass to Billings. Hayes. Fagbenle. She's guarded by Shepard. And here's Burton. Takes the 3. Shepard pulls it in. Now Heidemann. And there's the 3-second violation.
3 seconds. The ball goes to the away team. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 20, Kate Martin.
Now here is Hayes. Pass to Martin. Back to Hayes. From the high post. Minnesota grabs the miss.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Hayes. To end the drought. And the basket by Miller.
The assist by Lakeisha Heidemann.
And here's Martin. Pass to Thornton. Now Hayes. To the middle. Fagbenle can't hit. Here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Hayes. Outside Miller.
Up top Samuelson.
Out to the wing.
Carly Samuelson on the wing.
6 to shoot. Inside.
Miller can't get it to go.
Now here is Thornton.
Miller defending. Pass to Martin.
Thornton outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires the 3.
Heidemann grabs the miss.
Now the Lynx with it.
Now here's Miller.
Covered by Thornton.
Now here's Peely.
Tight defense on her.
Heidemann no good.
Hayes with it.
Pass to Martin.
Thornton with it.
Miller defending.
Here's Fagbenle. Back to Thornton. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and she'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the away team, Kayla Thornton. One shot.
One shot.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Pass to Heidemann.
Here's Miller.
Covered by Thornton.
Miller can't get it to go.
Great look, disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Thornton up top. Billings. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thornton. The 3. Make it 5 for 10 for her with that bucket.
This had come earlier. They might have been able to get back into it.
100%. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Yeah, where was this earlier?
Now here's Miller.
Pass to Samuelson.
Miller.
Covered by Thornton. Here's Heidemann. And it's Billings with the rebound. Now Hayes. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
He's got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
And that'll wrap it up